Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. And if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. Today I have a plant haul for May. You will be seeing this at the beginning of June, but that is fine. So I keep saying that I am trying to be more particular about my plant purchases. And in some of these cases, I was very particular about why I was buying these plants, and I will let you know that as I show you the plants. Other plants were more like a birthday thing for me because my birthday was at the end of April, but I went plant shopping in May, and that's when I picked up the rest of these. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 plants that I picked up last month. These are plants that I actually bought in store, with the exception of 2. Like I said, because one of the plants I bought is actually for a different project, so those ones I ended up ordering in, and because I ordered it in, had to get more than one, but the second plant I got with it was something that I wanted to try out. So let's get right into what I've got going on here. So I'm not sure where to start. Maybe what I'll do is I will start with the plants that I ordered in, and then I can tell you a little bit about why I ordered them in when I did. Okay, so the plant that I ordered in is actually for one of my focus plant projects. So if you are new here, then you wouldn't know that I have got 5, 6 focus plants that I'm trying to focus on for the year to try and improve their growth and make them look better. Well, the thing is that it's not only about growing those specific plants and making them look better. One of the things that I want to accomplish throughout my entire collection this year is to cultivate it a little bit more and make fuller plants. That is why I ordered this first plant. So here we've got the Philodendron Dark Lord. I do have a taller specimen behind me in the corner there. He's trying to pop out a leaf. But I will be chopping that plant back a little bit, and I do want a bigger specimen. And the price for this was just, I mean, it was like 30 bucks. When I originally got that, 1, 2, 3, I think it had 3 or 4 leaves, and I bought that one for $100 like a year ago. Anyway, I bought this one to fill into the plant because I would like to make a bushier specimen of it. And the price was like, I couldn't say no. So because it was only $30 when I ordered it, I had to order a second plant because shipping itself is like 30 bucks. So I like to make it worth the shipping. But yeah, this little one, it's actually got 3 plants in there. So if you think about it that way, it's like 10 bucks a plant, right? That's the way I see it. Anyway, this will be for another project and another video that I am doing. If you want to see my focus plants video, I will link it below in the description, and you can check it out there. Now, the plant that I ordered with this plant kind of bounced around a little bit. This was actually the second Anthurium that I purchased because I have only recently started purchasing Anthuriums, and that's because the first one that I got was a gift, and then when I saw this one on the site, and again, the price for the seedling was completely worth it to me. So this is my Anthurium crystallinum crossed with the magnificum. So it is a little baby crystal mag. This is the newest leaf. It's still hardening off. I believe it should get a little bit bigger, but it does have that cute, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got that little red edge to the leaves. And when the leaf comes in, it's pretty cool. It's kind of a blushy reddish pink. This leaf actually grew in my care, which was surprising for me because it's taken me so long just to basically own an Anthurium, because the first Anthurium I ever purchased was an Anthurium pedatum. Died. I didn't know how to take care of it. It failed really, really quickly. After that, I ended up getting one of the basic hybrid Anthuriums that you can find in any box store, drugstore that's got like the different colored flowers and stuff like that. I also got one of those, and you know what? I mean, it hung on for like a year, but it was not an easy plant, which surprises me. Because now the Anthuriums that I have, including this little one, which is just, it's so cute. I love the seedlings so much. They're so easy. I've got a new leaf coming on my Magnificum, which I should actually check and make sure it has water. This one has given me a new leaf already. And then my other one, which is the Clarinervium, is kind of still acclimating. I just recently got that one. But this is plant number 2. This is my Anthurium Crystal Mag. I cannot wait for this one to get bigger. Okay, so that brings me to my birthday haul, my birthday plants. Me and a girlfriend went shopping at Garden Works. It was the first time I'd ever been there. We went to Garden Works, it's a town over. I was actually really surprised at the plants that they had for sale. There were plants there which typically, and mind you, they are smaller, they're, juvenile baby form. They would be like $10 to $15 for these little plants. And then something as simple as a 6-inch Philodendron Brazil was like $40. So for me here, that was a little backwards, especially when I could go to Walmart and get a Brazil for much less than that. But that's fine. That's not what I was looking for. The first time I was in the store, I was browsing. I actually didn't expect to pick up as many plants as I ended up picking up. The first one I'm going to show you is a Hoya. And I don't typically buy Hoyas in store either, besides I got my Crimson Princess and my Hawaiian Royal Purple, which up until recently were really the only ones that you would find in the box store. But this one I found at Garden Works. And we're having a little bit of trouble because it was not in the best condition when I got it. So I'm kind of trying to rehab it. But it is the Hoya Croniana. So I don't even know which one this is. I'm pretty sure it's not a black. But some of the vines are just super dry. Some of these leaves, like this one here, completely fell off. Didn't even know that it had. Some of them are yellowing. When I picked this plant up, I just broke that one off. When I picked this plant up, it was soaking wet, and I've kind of been trying to bring it back in a way ever since. So that is why it is now in a terracotta pot. And I think it's just, we've lost 3 leaves now. I think it's just this one vine, and I'm trying to cut it back before it kind of kills the whole thing off. But it's the only one. It's the only one that looks dry. I will have to like pull these leaves off, the crappy ones, but it's, oh, there goes another one. This the Hoya Croniana is one that I actually didn't expect to want, but it felt like one of those plant shelter situations and I needed to rescue it. And I'm honestly just hoping hoping it survives. What I should probably do is take an insurance cutting so that if I do lose the entire plant, I have something to fall back on. And the aerial roots are actually looking pretty good on some areas of this. I do have to say though that this plant was, I think it was only $9.99. Actually, which one? It is, the Crystal Mag is actually in the pot that this was in. Okay, so the Croniana was only $14.99. That's how much it was for this. And I did put it in the terracotta pot because I did want it to wick out more of the moisture because it was just so wet. I did try to acclimate it first, but we are still, it's been almost a month and we're kind of still having issues. So this is gonna be a project plant that I'm working on. I should really take cuttings. I'll probably do that after this video. Okay, so the next plant that I got from Garden Works is one that I also did not expect to buy because I am still trying to learn my way around jade plants and other type of succulent plants. But I could not resist this one because it was just so cool looking to me. And that is the Sunset Curls Curly Jade. So look at that. Isn't that the coolest thing? I thought it was so neat. I love how big these leaves are. I love the little red edge that it has around them and stuff. It's just the coolest looking thing. I have this one sitting in a south-facing window with my other 2 jade plants, which surprisingly enough are still alive. And I'm hoping that this one, lives too. I can't wait for it to get a little bigger just so I can pinch it back a little bit. I can probably do that. Pinch it back a little bit and have it branch out a little bit more because it's actually a really decent size. And this was in a 4-inch pot as well when I got it. And I think it was only $9.99. All the plants that I got from Gardenworks were $15 or less. So just keep that in mind as we move on. But that's all I can really say about this one because I'm still learning my way around jades. I mean, I've had jade plants for years. I've dealt with them over a long period of time, but they never thrived for me. Up until recently, I've got a variegated jade and a green jade, which I've had for like 2 years now. I got them in 2-inch pots and they are doing fabulously. So fingers crossed that this one does just as well. Okay, now we get into a couple of the more exciting ones for me because they were hard enough to find online, let alone walking into a store and finding them there. So we'll do this one first because it actually needs to be watered. So I found, and it is not in the best condition right now. We have had some issues acclimating. I'm actually surprised these leaves have hung on as long as they have. But this is my Alocasia Dragon Scale. So this leaf had just come in. No, not that one. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so this is actually the second leaf. This first leaf has been slowly on its way out since I got it. It's just taking its own sweet time getting there. But then the brand new leaf that had come in is also not doing very well at all. So there were no pests. This one actually needs a water, so I'll water it after this. But I was so excited to find this one for $9.99. $9.99. I couldn't go wrong. And out of the, I think they only had 4 there at the time, and at the time this one was the best looking one. You could see that it was starting to get the spots on this leaf when I picked it up. But you know, it's an Alocasia. I have faith that it is going to come back. I have actually done really well with my Alocasias. Sort of, we'll see. That's another video that's coming. But I was so shocked to get this plant, and it's actually grown taller somehow since I've gotten it. I don't know why that is. Maybe because it's kind of under a window and it's stretched up a little bit more in order to get to the light. But either way, I was so excited to have this one. All I need to do now is find a silver dragon, and I think I'll be happy. Well, I do want a reticulata. So if I can find a reticulata somewhere, I will probably look for it. But besides that, I think I'm okay with my Alocasias. Like, I don't need any more. I really don't. Unless one of them dies and I have to replace it, I don't need any more. So that is my Alocasia Dragon Scale. I'll have to keep you updated on what happens with this one because I don't know, I really like this one. But okay, so hang on a second. Hang on. The next plant is also an Alocasia because I could not resist it. And after this one, I don't need any more Alocasias. Oh, see, now I just added another one to the list. I just thought about the Mellow or the Maharani. Not even gonna go there. Later in life. Later in life, those ones can happen, but I'm not actively, there we go. I'm not actively looking for any more Alocasias. But this one I got is the Alocasia Scalprum. Now this leaf just came out in my care and it is the cutest little thing. Like, oh my goodness, it is so cute. And then I believe that this was, is this the original leaf? These two, yeah. So this is the original leaf that it came with. This leaf as well, I don't know why it's the middle leaf. Anyway, This is like a perfect little scalprum leaf. It is just, it is adorable. It's one of those ones that I can't stop looking at. So just for reference, this alocasia sits in an east-facing window. So it does get a little bit of morning sun, but not really, but it does get plenty of light. Where the dragon scale sits just underneath a west-facing window, which is why I think that it's stretching as much as it is. But either way, the differences in the alocasias based on where they're put is amazing. I mean, most of my alocasias do sit in an east-facing window. I have got 2 that are under a grow light, so just because they're too big to put in the window. And I can't wait to see what this one looks like as it gets larger. And I love the back. You can see there the back of the leaf. Oh, it's amazing. We're not focusing. We're not focusing. Maybe we'll do it with this one instead of the new fragile one. Okay, so there we go. The backs of the leaves are amazing. That's the alocasia scalprum. I actually didn't think I wanted one until I saw it in person. Once I saw it in person, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you. And this one too, I believe was $9.99. This brings me to the last plant I got from that day. Now this one for me, I'm having a little bit of trouble believing that it is what they're saying it is, because I actually have heard that some of them are being mislabeled. And if that's the case, I would actually be very upset. But let me show you. So this one here is actually labeled as a Florida Beauty. You can see that it was $9.99. It's labeled as a Florida Beauty. But I've actually been hearing that Florida Greens have been labeled Florida Beauties, have been mislabeled that way. So I'm really hoping that it's not. This leaf that's about to come out wasn't even existent when I brought it home. I think I got these May 1st. Yeah, May 1st, and then I got the Dark Lord and the Crystal Mag, I think on the 5th of May. And as for buying plants, except for the ones that you saw me unbox, I haven't bought anymore. So I'm really, really hoping that this is what they say it is. It currently sits right next to my Florida Ghost. So it's in a so it's in a southwest facing window, and it's just underneath the window. So I'm really hoping that it does turn out to be a Florida Beauty, because if I got a Florida Beauty juvenile for $9.99, come on. Oh, I can already see the tip is starting to come out, but I really do feel like this leaf is going to be all green. And you know what? If it does end up being a Florida green, I guess it's just going to go in with my big Florida green, or I can use it for an experiment. That is a definite possibility. I might actually do that. So with that being said, because I can see no variegation on any of these leaves, and honestly, I don't know, do they have variegation on the juvenile leaves? That's probably going to have to be something that I look into. But if you know, let me know what you think it's going to be. I'm taking guesses. So yeah, that is my plant haul from May. Besides that, I've got some stuff coming up in the future for you guys. I'm hoping that you will like to see. If you have any suggestions for future videos, you can also leave those down below. That would be awesome. But besides that, I hope you are all safe and well, and I will see you in the next video.